هنا لأرى الأفيال أتيت هنا لأخذ عن الرجال. He said, I didn't come here to see elephants. I came here to take knowledge from great men. And Imam Malik made a dua for him. Yahya ibn Yahya al-Laythi was not the best student. He was not the most knowledgeable. But he is the one that the Muwatta of Imam Malik is transmitted through his riwayah. Even though superior scholars transmitted it, he is the one. The riwayah of Yahya al-Laythi is the riwayah that all the Malikis learned. Because his himma was there. We know that the Prophet ﷺ was sitting in the masjid, he was in the majlis and he was teaching them during a khutbah. A caravan came into Medina and somebody came and announced the caravan. Everybody left except for 12 men. Tarakuka qa'ima. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that what is with Allah is better than lahu and tijara. The entertainment of seeing this caravan and the tijara that came with it, that what was with the Prophet ﷺ in that masjid is better. This is one of the fundamental crises in the human condition, is that we don't know how to prioritize. We don't know what to put before what. In American parlance, we zig before we zag. Too often, we zig before we zag. Education is about prioritizing. The single most important thing for people to learn is who they are. If they know that they're Abdullah, everything from there will be correct. But if the foundation is not there, if they don't know who they are, we've got a species now on this planet that does not know who they are. We have spiritual amnesia. And really, it's spiritual Alzheimer's disease. We have a spiritual Alzheimer's disease. We have forgotten where we came from. We came from the world of Alastu bi Rabbikum. That's where we came from. Am I not your Lord? Bala shahidna. Indeed, we bear witness, we testify. That's where we came from. Human beings have forgotten that. The messengers come. You see, Imam al-Ghazali in his book on death, because now I can talk about where we're going. I didn't want to talk about that yet, but I'm already there. Because it's just staring us all in the eyes. Imam al-Ghazali says that we are destined for hell as a species. In his Kitab al-Mawt, in the Ihya, and he gives the verses like, none of you exist except that you will go to hell. You will go there, you will see it. But there are those who go across the sirat. They only look at it, they see it. And the prophets are saying, Sallam, Sallam. And if you want to hear one of the most extraordinary descriptions, as far as I'm concerned, in all of the hadith, look at the descriptions of the sirat, because we are all going to be there. Stephen Hawking is going to see this place. All of these atheists, Sam Harris, he will see it. We can wait. It's your choice. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Whoever wants, let him disbelieve. We don't have a problem with atheists. Muslims have never had a problem with atheists. This is your choice. But you have to understand the implications of the choice and what it means if you're wrong. But if you make that choice, it's your choice. God gave you that right. But He has also warned you of the consequences of your choices. Just like in legal systems, you can choose to obey the law or you can choose to disobey the law. You can do that. You have a driver's license, you can go out, even if you don't. You can get in a car and you can, but there are implications to your actions. There are repercussions. And if the law catches you, you have to face the consequences. But you have been forewarned. If you choose to disregard them or say, I don't believe in the laws. We all believe in the laws of physics, whether we know them or not. We don't jump off buildings. We go downstairs or elevators. I might not understand the law of gravity as it was explained by Isaac Newton, but I understand the implications of being a human being that's susceptible to gravity. But if I choose to ignore gravity and jump off the thinking I can fly, if I'm on LSD or something like that, I suffer the consequences. This is the warning that human beings have been given. Imam al-Ghazali says this on the Mahshar. And I just finished writing a paper that had a very transformative experience for me, because it was mapping out the afterlife. And no religion, as far as I know, has the detail that our religion has about the afterlife, because our Prophet ﷺ saw the whole journey. He saw the whole journey. Allah showed him on the Isra and the Mi'raj. He showed him, and he came back as an eyewitness. The prophets are people on the road to hell in this world that are saying, stop, turn around. This is not the place you want to go. And they're doing it out of love for humanity and out of compassion. This is essentially what is driving them, is love. Because they don't want to see people fall in to the pit of hell. That pit exists in this world. As a reminder, Allah says, we let you taste the punishment of this world in order for you to get a glimpse of what's coming. And that's why there are people in hell. Right now in New Brunswick, there are people in hell. You have crack addicts right here in this town. These people are living in hell. And they're living in hell because of conditions and environments, because there were not people there to guide them. There weren't the sticks there to keep them straight when they were young, when they were budding. There were not the educators that had the moral decency to recognize that these are human beings. They need good schools. They need good families. They need education. They need jobs. They need recreation. All of these things. They were ignored and neglected. And only Allah can judge them in the afterlife. We can't judge them. But we see the hell that they're in this world. And that might be what they're getting. Allah has shown us. There are people that don't believe in these things anymore. Or you have now in the new religious progressivism, there are people that say, oh, there's no hell. God would never send people to hell. Look at the world. We've never had a problem with evil. Muslims have never had a problem with evil like Christians. We don't have a problem with evil because evil is part of the world. Allah created good and evil. We believe that. Evil is part of the world. And it's part of the qadr. Because we آمنت بالقدر خيره وشره حلوه ومره. I believe in what Allah has measured out in this universe. The good, the evil, the sweet, and the bitter. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us these prophets who have warned us and said, turn around. That is the choice that you make in the world. That is the choice that every single human being should make. And that is called ikhtiyar. Akhtara means to choose good. Khayr. Akhtara means to choose good. That's all you can choose. You cannot choose evil. You capitulate to evil. The Prophet ﷺ said, حُفَّةَ النَّارُ بِالشَّهَوَاتِ. The hellfire was surrounded by attractive things, seductive things. Come try this. Come get high. Have a joint. Oh, you'll really enjoy this. And then you get high, you smoke the joint, and you feel nice. Everything feels good. And then wait till you try this. And you think that's good. Just try this. And then you try that. And before you know it, the person's in hell. They're in hell. It began with shahawat. And he said, حُفَّةَ الْجَنَّةُ بِالْمَكَارِهِ. And Jannah was surrounded by distasteful things. Getting up before dawn, getting up at dawn, doing wudu in the cold, giving money that's difficult to give, because it's hard to do that. It's hard to give money. You think, oh, I've got my family, and they say, the Arabs say, قِرْشٌ أَبْيَضْ لِيَوْمٍ أَسْوَدٍ. A white penny for a black day. Save, keep it. It becomes troublesome. Relatives, helping this, helping that. There's so many problems out there. Where do we begin? I need to take care of myself. That's what the self says. No, you need to take care of yourself. We have Muslims that, I need to take care of my children.